Thank you, Slexia, for that wonderful welcome. My name is Valcomer. I am here with Rock Your World of Roll One Esports. Rock, thanks for being here tonight in our first episode of the Late Night Face Check for Season 9 of NGS.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. And as I said, I love what you're doing. It looks like fun.
Yeah, we have some fun with it. It's always great to learn a little bit more about members of the community, have a little bit of laugh time, and just be excited about the season that we're in. So, tell me a little bit about Roll One Esports as you're coming into season 9 of NGS.
Totally. So, Roll One has existed for goodness. It feels like since the beginning of NGS. I think we started season three at the latest. I know I didn't join up in to NGS till about season three, season four. I actually started as a sub. I was actually a ranged mage player, if you can believe it, and
Hmm,
that's kind of what they wanted me to do was follow up on some good CC, and they liked my communication. They're like, "Man, you're always talking and keeping us informed. We love it." So they picked me up as a sub. I was still, goodness, I was either still rating WildStar or rating WoW at the time when that this first started, and the Roll One guys, Velvet, Zad, and Poe, Mango. I said they've been around for since Chair League. I said they were a part of the late night fogies.
the late night fogies, huh?
So yeah, and we had our own little fogey league. It was all of us that had family and kids and stuff, but still wanted to compete. So it was a fun time, and yeah, the team's been around since then. We've gotten to the point now where, gosh, you might run into about 12 of us with the little R1E symbols in front of our names, just because of different seasons, different times, and yeah, it's been a blast to be able to participate in NGS. Heroes Lounge slash GG, all of it's been good. It's been fun playing heroes
Nice.
and getting to know
Nice.
folks.
Now tell us a little bit about the current roster, if you will. You mentioned there's roughly 12 of you out there rolling with the R1E tag. Um,
Yeah.
we all know that's more than will fit on a currently allowed NGS roster.
Well, you'll never know. No. So this season of NGS, I believe we're bringing Zad, Poe, Waniba, Big Beard, and myself. I believe will be the main five, and then we still have Alberto, Velvet, and Mango. I believe as subs right now. But that's kind of the fun part is that we pretty much have two full squads worth of people that are always available, and it makes it nice to be able to do some in-house scrimming. I don't know if you've seen
Nice.
that the last couple of weeks, but
Nice.
it's been fun.
I have, but I know the general NGS community may not have.
Hmm.
So, now you mentioned that you yourself are quite talkative in the team. I know that you tend to play tanks and operate as a shot caller. If
Hmm.
there was a couple other people that had roles, for example, who would you say might be the silliest person on the team?
Oh, definitely Waniba is the silliest person on the team. It's there's no hands doubt. Like, man, people back in the day when we rated WildStar and were playing games, people would watch my stream just to hear Waniba scream in the background of like whatever's going on. They're like, so it's like this game blows, but Waniba's awesome, and I was like, well, all right, we'll take it. So
Nice, nice. And my understanding is she doesn't play with a mic. She's strictly coming over your comms. Is that correct?
so she has a mic, but she never wants to talk. So it's always just like her coming like maybe another 5 feet over this way. So it's 6 feet. Sorry, COVID-19, 6 feet.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
true.
but
At least 6 feet in the current era, because
yeah,
husband and wife have to social distance all the time, you know.
but yeah.
And
So
anybody else on the team that you would give a particular award to among the team?
totally. That's it. I really appreciate Big Beard. I said we tend to call him at times we jokingly he's our Florida man, so he feels like he's on an island by himself. especially if he's playing off lane. There'll be
So
some matches where
he's
he's
the
like,
off
"Oh,
lane bruiser. He lives in Florida rather than the Pacific or Midwest or Mountain even.
yep."
And yeah, I see. Okay.
And it said he makes me laugh because there'll be games we start and he's like, "All right, I'll see you in 20 minutes," because he's doing his own thing, and it's like, "Yep, all right, let us know when you want to come play."
Nice, nice. Now, as you're coming into NGS Season 9, any particular rivalries out there, for example, or any big goals for this season?
Yeah, so we were kind of surprised to land in the playoffs for Heroes Lounge. So that was something that we were doing in the off season, kind of just practicing as well as feeling out if people still wanted to play Heroes of the Storm. I know people seem to kind of go through waves of like, I'm getting burnt out on Heroes, and then Heroes decides to make globe changes, and they're like, oh, everyone wants to play Heroes again, and then things are starting to die down, and the meta stale, and it doesn't really matter what you pick as a support or as a tank as long as you have these DPS you win. And then it's like, oh, tower changes. Oh, we're interested in playing again. And so I think it was kind of surprising to land in playoffs, and so it'd be really cool to be able to make the playoffs again for NGS this season, as well as it was really nice seeing a lot of familiar names in the D West or B West teams. I was
Absolutely.
scheduling our games, and I ran into Feigned Competence is back. Spooky Ghosts are back. They're always a great group and a good fun bunch to play against. Got to see Soak Every Lane, Arrogant Nephilim, like all of them are back, which makes the game fun. So
It,
I'd rather play in a community where we're always playing against the same group of folks and getting better than to be playing on an island.
well, and it's a lot of fun to have some of those teams come back again. That okay, now we get to play them again this season. Last season, such and such happened, and we know
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna do this, or we want to do this, or whatever the case may be. It's fun to have that storyline develop, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So we're looking for playoff bound. We're gonna shake Division B West up by with a few storms, and we're gonna have some fun and scream while we're doing it.
Yep. That that really sounds like Roll One, actually.
Nice, nice. Well, at this point, my friend, it is time for the lightning round. You will have
Oh.
1 minute to see just how many of Valk's lightning round questions you can answer. The current record is 12, set a
Oh.
couple seasons ago. I've got 1 minute on the timer. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to bear one ear so that I can hopefully hear. The timer will begin as I finish reading the first question.
All right.
Rock, are you ready?
I am.
All right. What hero would you cast in their own movie?
Garrosh.
Should it be a more of a Pixar style or perhaps a Broadway style?
Broadway. It'd be so fun.
What's the best non-HOTS Blizzard game?
Halo.
I didn't know that was a Blizzard game.
Oh, whoops.
What skin do you want added to the game?
Um, another. I want a mecha um skin for Stukov.
Okay. What's the best hero aesthetically?
I think mecha Rhaegar.
Mecha Rhaegar. Who is the worst hero in the game?
Oh goodness. Should I say Phoenix to make you happy?
I would love that personally. Who's your hero crush?
Oh, uh, Jaina. She's here to help.
All right, and at BlizzCon Mapper Hero, you're out
Map.
of time. Ooh, map.
I
All
didn't
right,
realize it was non-Blizzard game. That's my fault. I
no
would have told you,
worries.
Hearthstone.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, my friend. While a worthy number does not claim the new record for yourself. So
that that'd been pretty hard.
it's been a long-standing one, even during that season. It was amazing when we went from 11 to 12. So um, I I realized I actually went out of order, but we do have your highlight clip here. Now I've seen it a few times as I've been trying to get it ready for this recording, And
Hmm.
what a fun clip. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make it so that you're going to hear it here, but
That's
let,
okay.
let me bring it up here for us. Okay. So here we are. We're on Braxis holdout. Now I've cranked the volume, so bear with me while we watch this.
No worries. Steel or siege? Okay.
Here we are.
I know.
We've got
So we said siege.
all 5 of
I
Roll
said the
One
word
Esports
siege,
are on
but
the boss. We've got level 16 advantage,
walk
and
away.
now the opposing team comes in. They're standing on the boss. We got the combustion. There's just health bars going low all over the place.
Velvet's on point. Help him, help him, help him, help him. You guys win this fight on point. Alberto's got it.
Rock screaming, "You're gonna win this fight!"
Alberto dies for it. Oh my gosh, he's got no health. Oh my gosh, the protector!
And
Oh
as
my
Alberto
gosh, that was
dies,
on stream.
the boss shoots out a missile,
Oh my gosh.
and it lands on Jaina,
With that
and I believe it was
10,000 IQ.
Stukov right there.
Yeah.
So, oh, and I'm clicking the wrong buttons in my recording. Sorry for the error, everybody. Someday I will know a little bit more about this, but just an exciting clip where we have a 10-man wipe on the boss. Now, thankfully, we had Leoric claim the boss before dying. But
Yeah.
how
That's
how was the team's feeling there? Do we think we'll be able to repeat that moment? What are your thoughts?
Oh man, it's a lot of the things about Roll One is that it's played and it's having fun. And yeah, we make mistakes sometimes and we throw games, and it's part of the Rolling One gag, I guess, if you've never played Dungeons and Dragons. But we we make some terrible fails, but it's a fun roller coaster along the way. So
Nice, nice. So for your deep dive question, I want to hear a little bit about Garrosh's Broadway show. What can you tell us to expect in this program?
so like to be fair, Garrosh has a very, very good life, good life as you go through the Warcraft lore, and then eventually gets, corrupted and gets the heart of Ysera as he goes through and tries to release the old god on Pandera. And so I feel like there would be some good back and forth songs of like him finding himself, him for the horde, and then for honor, and then also like that delicate balance of going back and forth and making decisions that eventually lead the horde to abandon him in his madness. So I feel like that would actually be kind of a interesting story to be told.
A very tragic Broadway play, perhaps, as our hero turns possibly villain, possibly
Hmm.
did nothing wrong. That debate's still going.
That is true.
Well, Rock, the time is now yours for any last minute shout outs that you have here for the late night face check.
Well, obviously, thank you, Valk, for having me. It's always fun to get to hang out with you and all the CCS groups. Um, I just shout out to our sponsor, Tickle Miasmo. He continues to have sponsored us with loot boxes, so it's great to have him. And thank you for your contribution. Thank you
Thanks,
to
Tickle Miasmo.
and thanks to all the late night fogies. I said obviously we still catch up every once in a while. It's fun to hang with Unaverted and all of the original gang. And then shout outs to obviously Roll One. I said even though there may be 10 to 12 of us, it's a community. It's fun, and yeah, just love hanging out and playing with everybody.
It's always great to have that group. Well, as per the norm for me, hi, Mom. Now, everybody out
It's a good one.
there, mind the bushes. Now, do remember to spay and neuter your pets. Excuse me, I can't talk. And also, vote for additional maps to the pool, Garden of Terror, and Hanamura Temple. This has been Valkymer with the late night face check. It's been an honor to be here. Thanks, everybody, and keep watching for more great Nexus Gaming Series content. Goodbye.